After officiating hundreds of games, it only took one bad call to change umpire Reggie Drummer's baseball life for good. Back in March, Reggie Drummer was behind the plate of a Mississippi Valley State versus University of New Orleans game where he made a really dicey call to end the game. Let's see it here. So there were two strikeouts that ended the game. Here is the second one where you can see the ball is way left of the strike zone and Reggie Drummer punches the batter out and quickly walks off the field. The way he walked off showed me that he was confident and stuck beside the call that he made. He had no time to discuss and chat with the batter, who was very much fired up at the call. So this past weekend, we were down in Montgomery, the Gump, Alabama, for the 2023 Black College World Series. And everyone was coming up to me saying, "That's that umpire. That's that umpire." I'm like, "What umpire?" You know, we meet a lot of different umpires. That's that umpire from the Mississippi Valley State game whose call went viral. So Reggie Drummer was back on the field and back behind the plate for this game. And you can see he's bubbling with personality, talking with the kids, doing push-ups and contests. He was taking photos with kids and players at the game, just full of personality. So I had to talk with Mr. Drummer about that controversial call that has him suspended from not only the SWAC, but from multiple other colleges and conferences.
Man, I received death threats, all kind of hate text messages and emails and stuff. And it didn't bother me because those people didn't know me, but my family saw it. So that's why it affected me so bad. But I just regret the whole situation happening. You learn from it. I know how to handle it from now on. Probably every official in the world know how to handle if something is racist at a game or anything is being said dealing with racism. The situation can be handled, you know, all because of that one pitch.
And it was the Mississippi Valley State fans that were targeting racial slurs towards you?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've been officiating for 7 years. You've had controversial calls that might not have been on camera before, or calls that the fans didn't like. Why was this different?
Because it was racist. You know, it wasn't blue, you suck. It wasn't you horrible. Or they can say anything because that's baseball. But when you start calling me the N-word, all kind of racial other stuff, I mean, that hurts because I know I'm not that person. You know, I do too much for the community. I do too much for black umpires, you know. As I said in another interview, I hold umpire camps for free. You see what I'm saying? So if it was so much I wanted to screw a kid, why would I put all this other work off the field to do something that bad on the field? Yes, I had a lapse in judgment. I regret doing it. And you just have to move on. You know, I thank God that I'm strong enough to handle it. I just move on. Now, as you can tell, this week on the field, have I had any problems?
Absolutely not.
So, I mean, my character speaks for itself. Not one pitch.
Exactly. So how did you get your confidence back, getting back out on the field?
I never lost my confidence because, I mean, yes, we miss pitches, we miss plays. We're human, you know. So my confidence never left because I told myself I just wanted to find a way to get out of that situation. So it wasn't like confidence builder that I needed to go back and do. No, I was back on the field Monday night, you know, and when I walked on the field, actually I had a standing ovation and the people was saying they were supporting me. So that meant a lot. I have gotten so much support from so many people, especially high-ranking officials, you wouldn't even believe. So it's been nice. It's been nice.
And what was the support like from Holloway, who's over the SWAC officiators?
Man, it was tough love because we had a talk. I told him, you know, that I think it's best I should get my games back before I was suspended from the SWAC. And, man, I look at Mr. Holloway as like a father figure or, you know, an uncle or something like that. And I know he's my boss, you know, but we had that type of relationship where I trust his judgment. And, man, he never threw me away. He invited me to work the playoffs 2 weeks ago in Jackson. Now I'm here, you know, so it's just the sky's the limit. I'm going to work this summer in professional baseball. So at the end of the day, situation was bad that night. You know, it's turned around for the betterment of the whole situation. And I just hope everybody learn from it. Fans, officials, players and everything. And I mean, I have a good, you can just talk to some of the guys that's been playing. We have a good relationship. I try and be fair all the time. You know, I would never screw a kid on purpose because I played the game. So.
Moral of the story is to chill on the refs. They may make a bad call here and there, but we have to remember as fans that there is a person underneath all of the umpire equipment, as we saw with Reggie, who is bubbling with personality and still has his confidence behind the plate. So this is a full circle moment. We all saw the viral moment, and now we see Reggie back on the baseball field doing what he said he loves, which is officiating the game of baseball. Guys, I am Symone Stanley. This is HBCU Game Day. Thank you guys so much for joining us.